What's going on, everyone? KJ here, and I'm going to talk about something that just happened recently. So, Bizaardvark, right? A relatively new show on Disney Channel with a classic catchphrase as "Here we go" to "Here we oh no." Now, here's why. So, if you don't know, recently Jake Paul, his antics and stuff, got him caused Disney to pretty much cut their ties with him, and now he's not on Bizaardvark anymore. So, now let's go head back. Bizaardvark, right? As I said, as I might have just said, relatively new show on Disney Channel. It's been around for about a year now, and Jake Paul, his character, right, Dirk, he's one of five main characters on the show. So now this is just my experience. This is what happened to me. When I first heard about Bizaardvark, I wasn't too interested in it. It didn't look cool. But when I heard that Jake Paul was going to be on the show, I was amazed. I was like, Jake Paul's going to be on Bizaardvark? I pretty much was losing my shit. So I was like, I need to watch this show. And I did, and it was really good, and it grew on me. But after that, I continued watching Bizaardvark. It was great. It's an awesome show. Then what happened with me with Jake Paul is that I used to watch all of his videos in the past, right? I think I watched all of his videos up until probably the New York trip. I loved watching this guy so much that I wanted to go to that Barnes and Nobles he went to in New York to meet him and get him to sign that book that he wrote. Because of course I didn't have the book, but I would buy it at the Barnes and Nobles to read it, and I really wanted to meet him because he was a really cool guy. But after that, my sort of like I didn't really like watching him as much as I used to. It kind of started to just slope down with gradual straight lines and then another decrease, and so just the point is that my time or my activity, like, I didn't really spend it watching Jake Paul anymore. Now, I'm not saying that he's bad, but in my opinion, it's just he's kind of gotten worse because a lot of the things he does now, in the past, he used to do interesting things like vlogs and more of a magnifying glass, a sneak peek on what his life's like behind the camera, behind all the vines and the YouTube videos and stuff, right? So, but after that, he kind of just started doing all these pranks and videos that really sort of used to interest me, but don't really interest me too much anymore. And like I said before, it's my opinion. So hey, if you like those videos, keep on watching. I'm not telling you not to. It's my opinion. But back to Bizaardvark. So remember how I said that I watched Bizaardvark because Jake Paul's on it? Now, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like a percentage, I don't know if it's large or small, but I feel like a percentage of Bizaardvark's viewers watched that show because Jake Paul was on it. I watched it at first because he was on it, because I was looking forward to seeing what antics he was going to be doing on the show. I was looking forward to his character, what his character did, all that stuff. And now hearing that Disney cut their ties with him, I feel like it's going to negatively affect everyone. It's going to be a chain reaction. Now let me get into why. So, just like me, I feel like I said before, other people watched it because Jake Paul is on it. But now that he's not on it anymore, I feel like those same people a lot of those same people may not watch Bizaardvark anymore. Now, me personally, I'm going to watch it because the show's grown on me. I like watching it. I don't really care if he's on it or not. There's other people there that do awesome things, like the other main characters, like Paige, Frankie, and then played by Olivia Rodrigo and Madison Hugh, not entirely sure. And then you have Amelia and Bernie Schatz, played by Devor Ledridge and Ethan Wacker. Now, all four of those, they do crazy things too, and I like watching the show regardless if Jake Paul's on it or not. But I feel like maybe the ratings for the show could go down potentially now that he's not on it, because a lot of people may not have something to look forward to. They may not like the show anymore. Now, in the letter that Jake Paul wrote to his fans, he was saying, okay, I've kind of outgrown Disney Channel. You know, I want to pursue more films, like more grown-up films, more adult-type films, stuff like that, right? But if you think about it, a lot of the news articles I was reading that kind of displayed all this information were saying, like, if Jake Paul really wanted to pursue these things, he shouldn't be doing these antics now. Because if you do these antics, all these YouTube antics and stuff, now I'm not saying that he shouldn't, because they're cool videos, but kind of tone it down a bit, because he's living in a neighborhood where a lot of his neighbors are having problems with him having fun, you know, so he should just do other things or calm down, because all those antics that he's doing could negatively affect him if he ever tries to, apply for a role in a movie or a TV show or a sitcom or all that stuff, right? Because they're gonna look, and let's just say you have 5 actors, and it goes down to 2. One of them is Jake Paul, and the other one's another person, and the other actor has had a pretty much a good life. He doesn't do anything. He spent some of his time in more childish shows for children and stuff like that, and then he moved on to want to pursue shows that are more grown up. And same thing happened with Jake. And they may pick the other guy, not because maybe he's better, maybe he's not, but they may not pick Jake because of all the antics he's doing. They don't want their show to be sort of associated with that, and that's probably the main reason why Disney cut their ties with him as well. They didn't want to be associated with Jake Paul anymore and his antics and all that stuff. So yeah, but that's how I believe him leaving is going to negatively affect him. It's going to be harder for him, ironically, to find more grown-up roles because of all these things he's doing. Now, as far as the show, like I said multiple times probably, it's probably going to be negatively affected, considering probably pertaining to the ratings, but also because all 4 of the other main characters in the show. Now, I don't know if they've ever done any other acting before, but I see this as probably their main debut into television. So, right now, Jake Paul left in the middle of the 2nd season. So, could the show be canceled? Could they find a replacement for Jake? Maybe Logan, his brother, or maybe will the show just meet an early end because maybe a lot of these episodes had huge input or huge parts of Jake written into them, and now they have to take all that out and pretty much start from scratch. And that could be really hard, considering that that's comedy, that's story, that's a lot of things that are now going to pretty much be erased, started over, So that could really, I guess, discourage the writers of Bizaardvark to sort of rewrite the next couple episodes, because this all just happened so fast. And that could pretty much take all these actors, actresses, writers, producers, set people, everybody out of a job for right now. Because I only knew Jake Paul going into Bizaardvark. I didn't know any of these other actors and actresses. So seeing them now, I know them. They're really funny. They're doing really cool stuff. But they didn't have that well-known fame, all that stuff from Vine and other social media prior to going into Bizaardvark. So will the show last as long as it's intended to last, or maybe will Disney have to pull another show out of the woodworks, another show template or a new show out of the woodworks to sort of replace Bizaardvark because of Jake Paul leaving and Bizaardvark ending early? What else was I going to say? But anyway, a lot of the times in this video, I might have talked about my own opinion. Now, you may crucify me, you may agree with me. Look, this video is probably going to be somewhat biased because I am including facts, but also how I feel about things. I'm speculating, so it is probably, actually, no, not probably. Screw probably. Never mind. Okay, it is biased. This video is biased because it's my opinion mixed in with facts and speculation on what's happening concerning the future of Bizaardvark, Jake Paul, Disney, and the actors and actresses associated with that show. So you may take the same side, you may take a completely opposite side. Now, I'm not saying you have to take my side. I'm not saying that you have to take the other side. You take which side is best for you. But I'm just talking about this. I'm putting it all in one video because I feel that this is important, and this is, in my opinion, this is a really big deal because this is one of Disney Channel's relatively new shows that just came out. So it could end. It really could end. It could all be over very quickly. They may have ordered, let's say, 30 episodes for the 2nd season, and now they're going to have to draw it back because a lot of those episodes may have been about Jake, and they're going to have to get rid of those episodes because they can't write them anymore. They're going to have to edit them heavily to not include Jake in them at all. Maybe they'll subtly reference Dirk's writing out of the show, saying he had to go off somewhere, or he stopped making dares, or he went off, like he had some things to do. Maybe, like I said before, maybe they'll have Logan come on the show, or maybe they'll have another person come on the show and replace Dirk, or Jake, whatever. But I feel that most likely he'll just be written out. I really feel that the fans would probably, well, it's up to the fans. Maybe the fans will want someone to replace Jake, or maybe they just feel that he can't be replaced. I feel that he really won't be able to be replaced because I don't think anyone really can bring that behavior, that style. I really don't feel like anyone can bring that other than he can, like better than he can. So even if Logan came on the show and tried to do the same dares that Jake did, it just wouldn't be the same, to be honest. So, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. This video is pretty long. Let me know your thoughts, like if you think the show's going to end early, how do you think the show's going to do? Will the ratings go down? Will the ratings stay the same? Will the ratings go up? We don't know. How will the other actors and actresses, like main characters of Bizaardvark, be affected? How will the writers be affected? Disney itself? How will Jake Paul be affected? Do you think his antics will cause him to actually not be recommended for grown-up movie roles in TV shows, or do you think that maybe they won't care? Maybe they'll just hire him anyway because of his extensive, I guess, sorry, so many. Maybe they'll hire him anyway because of so many people knowing him. But yeah, this was one of my first times actually doing a video without a script and just talking about things off the top of my head, off like memories and just reading news articles like recently and stuff like that. But hope you like it. If you want me to talk about, sorry for shooting the camera. If you want me to talk about any other things, maybe let me know in the comments down below or message me on Twitter at KJ_Arsenault00. I'll probably leave that in the description below as well. Or you could just check the homepage of my channel and just check the tabs, like check like the channel art, and it'll say like Twitter in like one of the corners, I think the right corners. So just click on that. And if you wanted me to talk about other things, just let me know. Because, I mean, as far as video schedules go, I could make videos. It just depends. I mean, when I get out of work, I'm very tired because I'm either taking apart computer hard drives all day, pretty much by myself, or I'm doing a whole bunch of other jobs and stuff like that. So, yeah. But I hope I didn't take too much of your time. Thanks for watching again. Please let me know any thoughts you have, just any discussions, all that stuff. If you hated this video, if you liked this video, if you relate to what I said, if you didn't relate to what I said, and you want to crucify me or you want to explain why I'm wrong, definitely let me know in the comments down below. But until next time, I'll see y'all later.